Hey everybody, here's a story about one impulsive decision I made to go to a Grateful Dead concert that changed my life. A couple months ago, I was sitting in Union Square Park and I was seeing there are all these like hippies and musicians and cool people and like hitchhikers and bums, the people just like artist people sit around Union Square. I was just thinking, I wish I could be one of those people. I was sitting there kind of alone. I had like one friend in the city. I have all these amazing friends around the world, but in the city, I knew like one person that I could hang out with. And I just felt like I wasn't going on the kinds of adventures in life that I really wanted to have. And a little note to mention, at this point, I hadn't had sex in over a year. People say it shouldn't matter, but honestly, that starts to affect you. Like when you feel like you're going about your life in the right way, and then just somehow you don't end up connecting with girls, and you just don't end up having sex. You start thinking, like, man, is something wrong with me? The next day, someone's making some kind of noise back here. Hello? Hello? Who is it? Go away. Go away. So the next day, I'm on my way to work. It's my last day of this shitty fucking job, this terrible fast food job. I'm like sitting on line for like 8 hours a day and just like $10 an hour, no tips. It's like it's bullshit. I hate it, and every time I go in, I end up feeling just like terrible. But it's my last day. I get on the train, and there are all these hippies. There's these super cool, friendly people with like dreadlocks and tie dye and like their necklaces, hemp necklaces. And man, I just love those kinds of people. And so I remember I said to them, I'm like, yo, you guys look like you're going to the Rainbow Gathering. Rainbow Gathering is this thing in the woods, and they're hippies, and they're saying, and they're like drugs, and hippies, and hippies, and hippies, and hippies, and they're cool. And they're like, well, no, we're not going to the Rainbow Gathering, maybe later. We're going to see the Grateful Dead. And I'm like, oh, cool, I've never seen that. And they're like, dude, you gotta come with us. I'm like, no, I can't. I mean, I wish I could. I wish I could do that, but I can't do that. I'm going to my job. Sorry, guys, but yeah, that's funny though. That's cool. And they're like, all right, and we keep talking. And we're getting on pretty well, and we're just talking about shit and music and stuff and life and like living and who these people are and what they're doing. And they're so passionate about the Grateful Dead. They fucking love the Grateful Dead. And I know they're just like very endearing, charming, like charismatic people I found. And so I'm talking to this dude who's like, he's the one with like, he's like a perfect deadhead. He has dreads and like no shirt on and like tons of necklaces and just really cool, charismatic guy. Really got on with him. So he's like, come on, dude, you gotta come with us. I'm like, dude, I told you I have my job. What's your job? It's this shitty fast food restaurant. Perfect, then don't go. Call in sick. No, man, like, I can't do that. It's my last day. Dude, your last day? Of course you can go. It's your last day. It's your last fucking day. Of course you can go. I don't want to burn any bridges. Then the girl he's with just gives me, like, one of the best lines I've ever heard. I don't know if she came up with this on her own, but I just love this line. Let the bridges you burn light your path to glory. She says that to me. Who comes up with that? That's crazy. But then hippie dude hits me with this line. When you're 80, are you going to remember the last day of your shitty fucking fast food job, or are you going to remember your first Grateful Dead concert? It's not a bad point. There's this moment. The doors of the subway open up, and they're like, all right, man, this is our stop. Are you going to come with us? And I sit there for a minute, and there's this tension like building up in my stomach. I'm like, oh, I just like feel this tingling building up inside me. I'm gonna do it. Pandemonium. They're freaking out. Oh shit! Oh shit! I get off the subway. We're all getting out. We're like running through the subway station. They're so fucking excited. They're like gathering around me, like cheering me on. Like, oh my god, it's insane. Such an amazing like euphoria. We get out of the subway station. I text my boss. I'm like, hey dude, I'm sick. I can't come in. I take my work uniform and I throw it into a bush. We grab a cab and we go over to the concert. So we're going into the concert, and the hippie dude's like, "Hey man, you want some LSD? I got some LSD." I'm like, "I don't know if I want some LSD. I don't know if I want some LSD." And he's like, "All right, sure, if you want, I got some LSD." I'm like, "All right, fine, yeah, I want some LSD. Go on some LSD." I mean, this Grateful Dead concert is kind of part of the thing, right? It's part of the thing. You take it and you do it, you know. You go into the concert, and dude, it was incredible. Amazing music, amazing concert. The people are just so passionate about it. There's this whole culture about it. I love it. I feel this this sense of belonging. It's amazing. And every time we keep looking at each other, like I look at these people I came with and look at me and they're like, "Dude, I cannot believe you came. That is incredible. That is an amazing story." And I'm like, yeah, that is an amazing story, isn't it? God, I'm really proud of that decision. I just figure out how to like really listen to the music, like really get into it, like really let that music sink into my soul and then let it move me. So I'm not like thinking about, oh, how am I gonna dance? Like, how do I, like, oh, do I do this move? Is it like this? I'm letting whatever the expression of that music is turn into an expression of my body, and I'm loving it. Hey, fast track to the future real quick. Now dancing is one of my favorite things to do, and I go out dancing several nights a week. I literally learned how to dance at that concert. And so I not only gained an appreciation of how to listen to music, but how to listen to people too in the same way. The same way I let that music affect me on a deeper level, I let the people who I communicate with affect me on that deeper level too when I listen to them. So we all like dance our faces off and love the music, and the concert's amazing. We go and we hang out afterwards and it's awesome. But the story doesn't end there. About a month later, hippie dude texts me again. "Hey dude, do you want to come check out the string cheese incident? I got a ticket for you for free." Yeah, yes. We meet up again. I meet up at their house to see all these people. Oh, awesome. Like, cool, really cool people. And we all go over, and then hippie dude's like, "Hey, you know, I got some LSD. You want some LSD? I got some LSD." Yeah, that's right. I want some LSD. So I take it, and we go to the concert. You know, I'm sitting around. I'm like feeling a little awkward, and I don't know. Well, I'm just kind of nervous. All these people, I don't know these people. All these people in this music concert. So I'm fine. I'm just kind of. But then I hit a point where I just let go. I'm able to access that place again where I'm just dancing and letting the music sink inside me, and the music's moving me. I don't even have to dance. The music is making me dance for it. Now I feel like I can access that place anytime. That level of dancing has brought so much happiness to my life. And then I look over at hippie dude, and he takes his shoes off and he's dancing the aisle like he just doesn't give a fuck. You know what? I don't want to give a fuck either. I take off my shoes. I go start dancing in the aisles. And then you know what? A bunch of other people take off their shoes and they start dancing in the aisles with us. I look to my left, there's this French guy. "Dude, you're the bomb, man. You're the bomb. No shoes on." He's so pumped about the fact they don't have shoes on. He takes his shoes off. He starts dancing in the aisle. We're like palling around together for the whole concert. Like as he's leaving at the end, he actually turned to me. He's like, "Dude, thank you. You made my night so much better." "Thank you, man. That feels great. Thank you." But the story doesn't end there. About a week later, I matched with this really cool girl on Tinder. This foxy, gorgeous redhead. And I opened with this line. "This weekend, I was at a string cheese incident concert. I started dancing barefoot in the aisles, and a bunch of people looked at me like I was crazy, but then a bunch of people joined in. Guess what? That girl was at that same concert the night before I was." Awesome coincidence. So we start talking about that. We start talking about music, and like I start expressing thoughts about life and stuff. Like all this on Tinder, and even through Tinder, I'm feeling, whoa, this girl is awesome. She seems like she's really into me too. I'm like, all right, cool. This is awesome. Yeah, let's meet up. And so it did meet up with this girl, and like, you know, I was a little nervous going into it. I'm like, oh, like, is this gonna turn out like it was on the Tinder when we're just on the phone? Or is it gonna be kind of weird? We show up, the connection is instant. It feels like there's just no barrier. It's one of those times when you just click with someone. It feels like you've known them for a long time. We talk about all kinds of stuff, and we talk about music a lot in life, and like our place in the world and stuff. And just very naturally, we go back to my place, and we while I broke my dry spell. But the story doesn't end there. You know, more importantly than the fact that I had sex for the first time in a long time, really clicking with that girl, it kind of made me just realize the kinds of people that I really click with. All those people from the Grateful Dead, they're super into music and music festivals and stuff like that. And this girl, she's super into music and like music festivals and going out and dancing and raves. And she started talking about like Burning Man people and like these burner parties that she goes to. Whoa, light goes off. There's that tribe I've been looking for. That's where I have to go. So I started looking for raves. I started looking for like conscious communities of people who are dancing and like loving music. Now I have like a good group of friends and people I can go out with, and people that I really connect with, and I'm always meeting more people, and I'm constantly connecting with more people that I really like. That kind of broke open the doors for me. I have a lot more confidence with women. I've had sex with a few girls since then, but more importantly, I found a sense of belonging. In this chaotic mess that is New York City, I feel like I found a place where I can be me. And where I find other people to be me with. I'm going on those kinds of adventures. I'm hanging out with those kinds of people. And I'm living that fulfilling life that I wanted so badly when I was sitting in Union Square that night a couple months ago. And it was all the product of this one impulsive decision. Now, when Hippie Chick told me I should do a video about this, I was really excited, and I just decided, I don't even have my setup right, but I just took my phone and recorded this rant. I thought it was in the spirit of the video, so I just included it in here, unedited and everything. Because when an opportunity presents itself to you, and you just take it, and you weren't expecting, and then you go off somewhere where you never expected you were going to end up, just spur of the moment, you end up in fucking France, you end up in China, or you end up in a bar like surrounded by all these people that you don't know, but they're super cool, and you're having a good time. It jolts you into life. It jolts you into realizing, like, holy shit, I'm actually alive right now. I was sleeping for like a week. I don't even remember anything I did for the last week. I just woke up and I like ate the normal thing. I ate my cereal and I went to bed and I did all the shit that I normally just do. Just on autopilot. And then all of a sudden you break that routine and you start to realize that you're alive. And that's the point when you can start actually making conscious decisions about the way that you want to live and the way you want your life to be going. Say yes to things. When it comes up, if it feels a little crazy, good. You want your life to be a little crazy. Everybody does. Even if you say you don't, somewhere deep down on the inside, you want your life to be a little bit crazier than it actually is right now. Because the best way for you to live a life that you can be proud of when it's over is to ask yourself, what will I remember when I'm 80? Then do that. Thank you for watching, everybody. That is the Danny Zen Show. I'm uploading new content every Monday and every Thursday, so if you want to keep up with it, hit the subscribe button now, please. See you.